Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Aslan the Greek, and today we are continuing Despair Time Chapter 2 Episode 14. Second to last episode. It's crazy. It's crazy we've come this far. Second to last episode. I'm assuming we're gonna find out who the killer is. Teriko has mentioned, or she name dropped Nico at the end of the previous episode. We also found out everyone's secrets, right? Obviously the Veronica one, we knew about it. Who is the one with 3 attempts? Min is the one that poisoned her competition, and Teriko is the one that her family and siblings died, and she blames them. She blames this on her and her bad luck, as we know. So I don't believe this. I feel like I feel like her and Xander's secrets have been swapped, and David knows that, but he's not saying it. That's what I think. We also had this really, we had this revelation with Levi in this flashback scene of David and Ari, which was nice, but also kind of sad. I don't want to take too long with this intro. I want to jump right into the episode to see what happens. Also, I fucked up the previous episode. I apologize. I forgot to turn on the window capture. We're seeing it this time, though, so that's good. Maybe I'll just record the window again without audio, so I can match the audio of the other video that I recorded. It's like 40 minutes of black screen. Explain yourself, Nico. Huh?
It seems that...
The way that I'm proposing Ari was killed. It's exactly how you tried to kill Ace, right? Through drop hanging.
Huh?
Oh? What's this about Nico's murder? Did they not know? Right. Nico certainly did attempt to murder someone. You want to talk about that now? Figures. I mean, I'd be the victim in this trial if I kicked the bucket then. True. Very true. Which is why I think he tried to kill. Does it even occur to you to ask the would-be victim rather than the killer? I'm right fucking here, dipshit. Okay, then tell me. How did Nico try to kill you?
You bitch!
I don't know, I was unconscious. Also, I almost died, so leave me alone. Yep, that's exactly why. Nico's attempted murder? That happened a few days ago, so it's hard to remember what happened or what the relevant evidence is.
Of course.
Well, that's mostly because he didn't investigate at all back then. I'll sum it up for you. At the scene of the crime, there was wire, a broken fan, a broom, a step stool, and Ace's body. Wait a minute, this topic of conversation is... Let's switch gears for a bit and talk about Nico's attempted murder of Ace, as it's related to this case.
That doesn't sound right.
Whoa! Calm down.
Nico attacking Ace has something to do with this case? That's nonsense! Nico has an alibi.
Does she look more
with
tan,
me,
or is it
I'll
me?
remind you. I'm not
She looks more tan
saying
here.
Nico performed the murder. I'm saying that Auray's killer and Nico may have used a similar murder method.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's why I need to interrogate Nico.
Nico can talk
You're the kind of
all the
person
shit
to
that they
prioritize
want every
evidence
time
over
someone says
people's
something,
feelings.
but when someone else
But
is like,
this is too
I'm not
much.
gonna answer that.
Can't you see that you're bringing
Bitch,
up
answer!
painful
What do you do?
memories? We shouldn't be
What'd she say?
Can't you see that you're bringing up painful memories?
Okay, hold on. You're not gonna tell me that the painful memories that they're bringing back up is Nico's. Like, Nico tried to kill Ace. That still happened. Like, it happened. You're not gonna tell me that the person that was harmed the most from this attempted murder was the attempted killer, and not the victim. Let's calm down here, who? Let's calm down a little bit.
We shouldn't be discussing this at all. It's simply not relevant.
It is relevant. I agree with her. Ooh.
Nico has
Alright.
nothing to
The
do
Rock.
with this case. You're trying to paint them as the villain just because they lost their temper at Ace.
Here's the thing. There's a difference at losing the temper and trying to kill someone. There's a difference. Nico is by no means a victim in this case. Okay? There were ways that they could have handled this. Because no one liked Ace. Only Levi was defending him. So Nico could have done various things to change this. Nico could have told everyone about Ace's secret, and Ace would have shut up. Nico chose to try and kill him. And it was by sheer luck that Ace didn't die. Would you be defending him then? Or them? At that point? I don't think so. I guess maybe. Maybe who would still defend Ace? Not Ace. I see Ace's name here and I was like, I'm getting thrown off. Maybe who would still defend Nico if they had succeeded? I think it's stupid though. Like, I get that Ace was in the wrong, but Nico was also in the wrong because Nico did say stuff that started the fight. And then we're like, is it because I said this? Well, yes, it is. You said something mean and the person that you said to was not happy about it. And they fought back. Of course it was Ace, so he was extra about it. But you caused this fight. And then you tried to end it by killing Ace. You're not the victim here. Ace is the victim because he was almost killed. He's not innocent either. But both are at fault. Both are not, like, none of them. Ace is innocent in the attempted murder, but he's still at fault. Nico was the one that tried to kill Ace.
That has absolutely nothing in common with this
throw
case.
me off over there with it upside down. He was like, why am I here?
There's quite a few similarities between Nico's attempted murder and this one. For instance, both used a much longer rope than was needed to simply strangle
I'm recording
the
properly,
victim.
right? Okay.
Don't you think that's
New fear
noteworthy?
unlocked.
That means little. If a Ray died of a stab wound, it would be wrong for me to say you did it.
Well, yeah, because she never stabbed
the
anyone.
Same?
No, it's not the same. This is not the same. What? Cheriko didn't stab anyone in the previous case. She got stabbed instead. Cheriko is not related to this case, to the stabbing case, because she got stabbed. This is not what... What? It would be the same if you were asking Min or Xander about how he stabbed someone. It's not the same. Who is not okay with this? I don't agree with it at all.
Besides, you proposed that a Ray's killer must have used the carousel to wind the rope. But there's no such thing in the gym.
It's the fucking fan.
Okay,
Jesus
through
Christ.
those words.
Cool. Oh my god, I'm gonna crash out again. What was
Listen
that?
to me.
You saw that? Oh, maybe it was an editing error. It's fine. Nico could have hung the noose off the ceiling fan. If anything, the fact that the fan broke off suggests that the force of hanging Ace broke it, which might have been why Ace survived. How did the... I guess... yeah. Oh, isn't that the wire who's custom weapon? Indeed. I wonder who. What lie did Nico tell you to get you to give it up? Oh, I didn't even think of that. I forgot that... who had that. Wait, so... unless if she gave it to Nico willingly, which is... Because Rose... Because Nico swiped Rose's weapon without her realizing.
Don't be
And Rose staying
naive.
silent. Nico stole turpentine from Rose under the guise of learning how to paint. They went out of their way to use wire, your wire, even when rope is readily available in the storage room. Most likely they intended to frame you for the crime. Ooh, true. That could be the case. Even if you keep saying that Nico is completely innocent, that claim doesn't quite hold up when you consider that they lied to and stole from multiple people to commit murder. But Ace is alive! Shut up, Pooh. and with clear intent to take advantage of your trust, no less. On top of that, if Nico was trying to pin the crime on who, then they weren't just trying to kill Ace, they fully intended to get away with their murder. Yeah. It wasn't a heat of the moment. Right? I think while I don't like danganronpa 1 as much as the rest, because again I've said this in previous videos, I think at least, I watched the anime first, the adaptation of DR1, which essentially ruined the game for me because it's like official spoilers, right? It's like official spoilers. It's 12 episodes, every episode someone dies, you can barely get to know most of the characters, right? But the motives are the most realistic motives out of all of them, right? Like, to kill because you wanna, like, further your career, or, like, look after the people that you care about. To kill in a heat of the moment, like Mondo, right? With Mondo killing Chihiro in that second, that split second. He wouldn't have killed him otherwise, but in that moment, he lost himself and hit him, and that killed Chihiro, right? To kill for money, that I've seen people shit about for some reason. Like, people have shit on Celeste. Yeah, Celeste's reason to want to, like, buy a mansion with, like, vampire stuff is kind of stupid. But the main reason why she did that was because she wanted the money, right? The money is, like, the main... I feel like money is the most common reason for any crime on this world. So, I don't know. I feel like these motives in DR1 are the most logical ones. Hence why Mondo's murder case, or like Chihiro's murder case, is so rushed. And the reason why it's more difficult is because Byakuya came in and changed stuff. Because Mondo killed Chihiro by accident. In that moment, it wasn't a planned murder or anything. He hadn't planned this, or he didn't want this, and then he could just run because he was like, I don't know what to do. And Byakuya was like, well, I'm gonna fix this case to make it interesting. Because otherwise, people will just walk in, they will see Chihiro there, they'll be like, okay, he was a dude from the start. They will piece it on the person that went there. Mondo maybe own up to it right away. I don't know. This is different. Like, Nico definitely was like, yep. Like, they planned this extensively. Because they knew where to go. They remembered everyone's secret, like, special weapons to go and grab them and lie to, like, hey, can I get this? Can I help you with that? Like, yeah, okay. And then they're gonna play the victim. Like, people, why did they... Well, because Ace was mean to me. Well, you were mean. You said something mean to Ace first. Obviously, Ace's behavior was not okay. Right? Like, he was very extra about it. But you started it. Not him. You said the thing first that triggered off Ace. And then you tried to kill him.
You know...
And it would be the easiest case. It would have been the easiest case, too. Because Toriko and Eden were right there. You wouldn't kill two other people. That would be like, yeah, we saw Nico holding the weapon. We know that they had beef with Ace. GG's. See you next week. Nico didn't just try to kill Ace on an impulse. They planned to sacrifice everyone. You especially. Exactly, yeah. Keeping all that in mind, you're being quite selfish. You do know that, right, Who? That's...
It's my fault.
Did they even want to learn the paint? Or to be my friend at all? Or were they only using me as a tool for murder? The latter, probably. Nico hasn't said a word.
Cruel.
Nico, why? Aren't we all friends? If something was bothering you, you could have talked it out with someone else you trusted. I don't think Nico killed someone I trust. The fish. What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone here.
What is wrong with you?
Who, you've been the most gullible person here is insane. What? No! Who? Shut up! What? Ah, yes, we're traumatizing the person that tried to kill everyone. How could you? Who is dropping the tears? Whose stonks are like, meow, they're falling down. Free fall. Girl, you're not helping this, just stop talking. Don't worry, Nico, I'm on your side. I'll always defend you. I can be reliable for you. You trust me, right? I get what they're doing here with the whole, like, attempted suicide. Like, she wants to be useful. She wants to seem strong and be able to handle, and that's why she seems to like people that are, like, more meek or weak and try to defend them and back them up. Right? That's why she liked Eden, because she was kind of like she was a very gullible, kind of stupid. That's why she liked Min, because again, she was kind of nerdy and didn't really... she didn't have as many friends as others, I guess, here. That's why she defends Nico, because, oh no, Nico is weak and small, and they need to be protected because they will get bullied outside and stuff like that. And David, because David is nice, we have to back David, you know. But, like, you can still do that. You don't have to do this to this extent, though. Like, find someone who's more trustworthy. Stick with Rose. I feel like Rose would need someone like you, because she would definitely need help. Never ask you to defend me.
You piss me off!
Yeah? But now they're apparently also having a fucking defense brigade to shield them from even having to think about the fact that they're a murderer? Yeah, I agree with Ace here. This is too much. Who's gonna stick up for me, huh? No one! Because I have a spine and I don't need other people to lie to me constantly to keep me happy.
How dare you!
You're the cause of all this, Ace. No, I mean, no, it was Nico who started it.
You completely lost it?
Yeah. Yeah, who is acting like a prime Chapter 3 syndrome candidate? You're defending a murderer, end off. Rather than this ridiculous argument happening, why can't either Ace or Nico simply tell us what happened? I mean, Ace told you he doesn't know. It's not like explaining yourself will make us vote for you, since Ari wasn't involved.
Asshole!
You have a lot of gall to slam my ass for not being helpful when you're the one who made us all run around the circles trying to figure out what Eden's note meant. Yeah, that's also true. Don't throw two birds at a stone in a glass house, asshole.
You sure?
That's not how they're saying, you know what? Never mind. I told you I was unconscious. They put some sort of cloth over my mouth and then I woke up covered in blood. Yeah, it was the, whatever they swiped from Rose. The turpentine, yeah. Psh, figures. I doubt Nico would be able to kill me if I was still conscious. I could totally crush anyone who threatened me otherwise. That's not with you! Stop talking!
It's okay.
I'm crashing out right now.
Clearly not okay. How can you let Ace talk to you like that?
Are you crazy?
Enough. Who?
Thank you, Charles.
You are letting your sentimentality ruin yourself.
Exactly.
The more you continue this nonsensical defense of Nico, the worse you are making it for them. Nico's alibi is dependent on you alone. If you start acting logically, then we have no choice but to conclude that you
I agree. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, you like the motive, but oh, you know, I was with Nico. Well, how can I trust you? You've been defending the almost the murderer right now, as if they were the victim of planning to kill everyone here. How can I know that you are not actually backing them up, and the motive, their alibi, is not actually true? How could I know that? The answer is no. I cannot know. That's how.
Can be relied on to confirm their alibi.
Charles is the best, bro. I can't.
In which case, we will have to go back to suspecting Nico as Are's murderer.
I don't think it's Nico though. But this is too much.
Listen to me.
Nico, your failed murder attempt is the key to solving Are's murder. Please cooperate with me and tell me exactly what you did that night. I was going to. It's just hard to talk about it. I'm sorry. Yeah, no wonder it's hard to talk about. I guess if you say what you think happened, then I can at least tell you if you're on the right track. You stole turpentine from Rose and used it to knock Ace unconscious. That's right. That was the most obvious one. And we're gonna see it. Are we solving? Alright, we're solving,
You tied a wire to Ace's neck.
Okay,
strung
that's
it over
cool.
one of the ceiling grates,
So we're getting
and
two.
then taped it to the ceiling fan using a step stool. And then... how would that have worked?
I used the broom. And, like a spool.
What's a spool?
I think I understand.
What's a spool? I don't know what a spool is.
In order to lift Ace into the air, you turned on the fan and held up the handle end of the broom so that the fan would wrap the wire around the broom.
Oh, it was like a reverse. Yeah, so it does look like what happened with
When
the murder
Ace
here.
was high enough, you yanked the broom out, releasing all the wire and causing Ace to
okay,
fall.
I know what.
At least that was the plan. But seeing that the fan broke off...
You know what's crazy? It's possible Nico thought of doing that because they had Ace's motive and they secret, and they knew that Ace is probably really thin, or like weighs, or he doesn't weigh too much, because he has whatever disorder he has that he doesn't eat. So they really thought that this would work. Because any normal person would be like, yeah, most dudes would probably like knock this right away. But Ace is short, and Nico knows that he's not very healthy. So that means that he's from the lighter people in this cast. It's crazy. No?
Clearly, it didn't work exactly like that.
Actually, Ace had woken up and was struggling, and that's why the fan broke off.
Wait, what?
I didn't really know what to do. But I think he hit his head again when he fell, because he was unconscious again.
Okay, alright.
And then
That's why he doesn't remember anything.
You know.
You didn't want to give up on your murder attempt just yet. So you tried to garrote him with the wire.
Garrote? That's...
Right?
I've never seen that word before.
Yeah.
So they were trying to like push the
At
string
that point,
on Ace's
Eden
neck.
and I showed up, and you had to give up completely on killing Ace. In the end, there were
It looks like
many
a demon
pitfalls
in
with
that last
method of
frame with the
murder,
red eyes.
and it
and
failed
the
to
ears.
kill Ace. All you managed to do was to break the fan, make a mess of the gym, and give Ace some mild injuries.
Mild my fucking ass! I'm gonna have this scar for the rest of my life! It'll be a cool scar though. Like a tattoo. That's how you tried to kill me? It really pisses me off that you can calmly explain how you tried to murder me and you aren't even going to face any consequences for it. Yeah. How about just the black and white now for no reason other than you deserve it? But then you'll also die. If they got around. Given the amount of planning it must have involved, Nico surely was planning to kill Ace for quite some time. I bet. Now that we've all thoroughly picked apart your black and crime, do you have anything to say, Nico? Say something, you absolute scum of the earth! It's your fault that I have to go through all of this. I'm the goddamn victim here. I agree. Even though Ace was not innocent either, he's definitely the victim of this case. You all alright? I tried to kill Ace and pin the murder on who? How is who gonna react to that? What else should I say? It's like, what? What else should I say? You tried to murder me! You fucking tried to murder me! And after all said and done, you can't even say something as simple as sorry? See, if you told me that Nico doesn't have the empathy that Levi revealed to us last time, I would believe you. Because it clearly shows that Nico just can't really... Even now, there's still no use to try and pretend that I like you. If I say sorry, you're still going to hate me. So what else should I say? Do you even regret what you did to him? Do you regret what you were planning to do to everyone else? Of course I regret doing it. I'm not Levi. Of course I feel bad about something like that. I'm not heartless. I don't know. Heartless? I'm sorry, what? I wish I had never done that. Is that new sprite? It looks kinda new. But looking back, I still understand why I did. I just can't stand being treated like that. My teachers, my classmates, my father. I don't ever want to relieve what they did to me. It's because of those kinds of people that I can't be happy with who I am. That's why I hate Ace. What did Ace do? What? Ace stupid. I'm confused. I'm not a child. I know what murder is wrong. I'm not the victim here. I'm happy that at least they acknowledge that fact. I know that it was dumb to resort to murder. I don't even know what I thought I would have accomplished back then. I mean, I started regretting it as soon as Eden and Turka saw me. See, this is the bad mindset. Nico started regretting this as soon as they knew that they were caught. Not as soon as they saw Ace fucking flopped on the ground. That's not the right mindset. I don't expect you to forgive me. Very few people ever do. So I don't see the point in acting sorry. This is not a good mindset though. It's like, well, I know people will forgive me, so I'm not gonna try to seek forgiveness. I'm gonna be unapologetic about it. That's not cool, bro. That's not cool. You know, I don't agree with this. That's the entire truth of my murder attempt. I don't have anything else to say. Alright, well, if you like this, Ace, you can take this. If not, I don't know how to feel anymore. I see. Now that we finally cleared up all the details regarding Nico's murder, I think I understand how to solve this trial. The method Nico used to murder, not the motive, is what's useful. Yeah, the motive has nothing to do with it. More specifically, Nico's choice to try and drop Hang Ace off of the gym's ceiling fan is especially important. What does it have to do with this case? What does it have to do with this case? Everything. This case has incredibly similarity to Nico's murder. An incredible similarity. But still, couldn't that be coincidence?
You're
that
wrong.
two people thought the same exact way to kill someone? Ari's murderer didn't just happen to get the same idea as Nico for a murder method. But rather, they specifically intended for this murder case to be similar to Nico's murder. And there is one piece of evidence that proves this connection beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh, okay. Alright.
This case is similar to Nico's murder?
How?
How?
Oh, I was gonna say.
Both of them involve drop hanging?
And hanging ropes off the ceiling.
And the spinning
That
part.
doesn't prove that Ari's murderer actively based their murder off of Nico's. You're simply pointing out perceived similarities between the murders. But there is no actual evidence that directly connects them.
Is that it? That is.
No, that's wrong.
Bound wrists. Huh?
I see.
I'm not just speculating. One of the tools of the murder was taken directly from the crime scene of Nico's murder and used to kill Ari. Oh, Ari. I keep switching around because a lot of people call her Ari. That is this tape. Ah, that's... I finally figured out what this tape is after making the connection between this case and Nico's attempted murder. Well, I've never seen this tape anywhere else and why it has such a uniquely rough texture.
The truth is,
It's such a special texture tape used to wrap the pull-up bars in the gym to make them easier to grip.
Ah.
That's right, that's what it is. I used it in the gym since it was there, but there's only one roll of it. I don't really know what happened to it afterwards. Yep, it's Ace! He swiped it. This tape was used by Nico to tape the rope to the fan. It was wrapped around the spinner to give it more friction, the spinner. And it must have been used to bind Ari's wrists as well, seeing it as it ended up in the trash again. That time Rose and I went to the gym together the day after Nico's attempted murder.
I mean...
I really did. It's because the bar is all slippery today that I can't. That sounds like an excuse. Oh yeah, that. No, really. Today I can't find the grippy tape that you were supposed to put on the bar. That's why I can't do it. I remember this scene. Yeah, it was funny. I believe her though. I did believe her. I think.
stop complaining.
I guess we can see the tapes afterwards. I should have believed Rose when she was trying to do pull-ups after failing. The issue she had such trouble really was because the tape had gone missing since last night. It must have been since Nico used that tape last night and it wasn't there the next day. It must have been since Nico used it. But did MoTV clean up the gym? Very well. MoTV, can you comment? There was a single roll of tape in the gym that had gone missing since Nico's murder attempt. Did you do anything about it? Nope. I cleaned up after Nico's murder because that's my job. To the best of my ability, I attempted to restore the gym to its original condition. You didn't fix the fan, though.
What a shame.
But ever since I ordered 100 tons of concrete blocks from Amazon, I have been blacklisted from all online order companies, so things that are broken or lost may take a longer time to replace. Why? What? For instance, I haven't yet replaced the broken gym fan. Yeah, exactly. Or the gym's pull-up tape. Since you were familiar with the distinctive kind of tape, why didn't you recognize it earlier, Rose? I don't know. This says I've been out of it, I think. You've been really spaced out lately, even more than usual, and that's saying a lot. You feel okay? You feeling okay?
Wow.
Let me see if I'm understanding the story correctly. I forgot David was here. I forgot about that. Yeah, like, she has been having some dreams and nightmares and stuff, so I get it. That's a gross oversight, perhaps worse than Terika's fish misunderstanding. That's awfully rich coming from the person who intentionally misled this trial. That's awfully rich coming from the person who is the very reason that the killer was able to kill a Ray. If you hadn't freaked out about your non-extinct... What? What does that mean? Yeah, Arturo, you know what?
Pathetic.
Call out people, sadly. Just because I'm uninterested in passing this trial doesn't mean that I can't point out an oversight if I see one. Has it really gotten this bad? I think my brain is falling apart. I can't even recall what day it is when that happened. You can't remember? I was under the impression that your memory was the best out of everyone here. Is she not sleeping at all?
It's true that I remember everything I see. But that means that most of my memories are meaningless junk. The kind of thing a normal person would forget without a second thought. But I can't forget.
So how are you forgetting now?
My brain won't work the way I want it to. I can't draw associations so easily. Everything reminds me of something meaningless.
Okay.
And I get distracted.
I see how it is. It's like when you're talking, it's like saying something, and then someone passes through the street, and you see that they're wearing this clothes, and you're like, oh, you know what? I have the same shirt. It's kind of like that, but it's about everything. She'll be like, oh, I remember this part. Like looking around and seeing this thing that you saw like 10 years ago, like, oh, this reminds me of this, and oh, this reminds me of this. So I can see why she would space out all the time if she remembers everything and everything reminds her of something.
The worst thing
voice acted. Right.
is that I remember it all in perfect detail. Xander's body, Min's execution.
This would definitely fuck you up
Can't
for
even
sure.
look at Teruko without seeing blood. I know I'm supposed to remember everything. I know I'm supposed to be smart. I know I'm supposed to be
I don't know
helpful,
how... I don't know what that means for
but I'm
Rose's
not.
longevity
I'm
in the
sorry
in
for
the story.
being useless. Maybe if I tried harder, if I just
I'm
got
not gonna
over
blame
myself.
Rose for this.
Rose.
Yeah. Don't blame yourself anymore. You are unhelpful. It's because of you that I can solve this murder. Because I swiped it. Besides, I'm as much to blame as you. Maybe more, even. If I had listened to you when you said the tape was missing, then maybe I would have realized the truth of this case much earlier. True, she was very insistent on not believing her. Once again, I've made a stupid mistake. I'm hoping that this whole trial is gonna bring Toriko back to like a more normal state, where she can, yes, she can still be distrusting of others, but still not as distrusting. Because yeah, this whole chapter is like, yeah, I don't believe you. I'm like negative. I don't care, something like that. I don't trust you. Everyone, whatever someone said, she was quick to dismiss it because of the betrayal stuff that they could just lying to me. But I feel like she went a bit too far with some of these people. Yeah. So I'm hoping that this moving forward, this is not gonna be the case. She doesn't have to be trusting of everyone immediately, but not distrusting everyone all the time. Exactly. Wow, I paused right as she was gonna say that. Okay. But now I'm making different mistakes instead. Again and again, I keep messing up this class trial with hasty assumptions and overlooked evidence. So... yeah, she's smiling.
Rose,
There we go.
because you identified that tape for me, I realized that it's an important piece of evidence
It
that
has to
tells
be
me
Ace.
exactly who the murderer could be.
Really?
If Mono TV was telling the truth that no one was able to access the gym between the time that Ace ran out
Yeah.
and when Rose and I went in again, that means that there are only two people who could have killed Are.
It has to be Ace, right? Oh, we're choosing the two people that could have killed. The people that could have swiped to the tape. Yep. My two main suspects. I hate this. They are my two main suspects, and I hate that they are the two main suspects. Oh, man. Oh, man.
It's you two, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of these two. But I think it's Ace. What? I don't think if it's Eden, I'm gonna be so sad. Suddenly narrowing down a suspect pool to only 2 suspects is quite the drastic move. What's your reasoning, Toriko? The reasoning is that
the truth is
no one else came in. A tape was used in Nico's murder, and it was missing afterwards when Rose and I went to the gym again, which was the first time on TV allowed anyone to enter following that murder. Yeah, so the only people that had the tape was Toriko. Well, it wasn't Nico, because Nico ran out before the tape. So it was either Toriko, Eden, or Ace. And Toriko didn't do it, because she had no reason to kill anyone, because she wants to stay here. In other words, someone must have taken it directly from the crime scene in order to use it for the murder. Because the tape was used in this case, and because it could have only been taken from the crime scene, Nico left. That means that Ari's murderer must have been present at the scene of Nico's murder, yep. This is rough, right? Because on one hand, Ace couldn't have figured it out how Nico tried to kill him, because he was unconscious, right? But Eden said that she didn't investigate, so she didn't know of the clues. I think Ace running off with the tape is the most logical thing to do. But a part of me thinks it's Eden. Because Ace not knowing about the murder or the attempted murder makes sense. Because he was unconscious. But Eden was like right there. And so just like, I didn't investigate. What was the evidence? This could be a lie. Like, yes, she didn't investigate because maybe when Toriko was investigating, she was swiping the tape. I don't want this to be the truth. Right now, I am in an insane position. If you looked at my tier list that I posted like way back then, I'm in a situation where I'm hoping it's Ace and not Eden. I'm hoping it's Ace. I'm recording for 36 minutes and we're halfway through the episode. I might make this into a part 1 and part 2. I might just do that. Is it crazy? I just might. The only people who were there before Mono TV closed the gym were me, Nico, Ace, and Eden. It isn't Nico because they had an alibi for the time of murder.
So
and why exactly can it be you hypocrite? Because out of all the suspects, I'm the least suspicious. What?
Stop
Like you, I have been actively contributing to this trial the entire time. It would be logical for me to have done so if I was the killer. Besides, you don't want to leave. Like what? Still, if I were the Blackened, it would have been incredibly easy to go along with David's claim that he murdered R.A. True, yeah. And you should have won. Agreeing with David wouldn't even have put suspicion on me, seeing as most others were generally convinced by him. Oops.
Seriously?
How stupid would I be to not take such an easy out? So, what if you're only pretending to be helpful? That's quite a complicated plan. First, pretend to be reliable by disproving David. Then point out that I am indeed a suspect, but I hope that you all would think that if I really am the killer, hello? Then it would be logical for me to have disproved David being the killer, even though that would have given me an easy way to win the class trial. Yeah, it makes no sense. Such a scheme requires everyone to think carefully about these kinds of actions a would-be killer would reasonably perform, and to draw conclusions based on the principle that people act logically. But to be frank, most of you are incapable of doing that. God, true. Did I remind you that you all were convinced that I was Xander's killer for a good portion of the previous trial? Yeah.
Of course.
You all are easily emotionally swayed, irrational, and you need to be led by the hand in order to reach a proper conclusion. You guys are stupid. Simple as that. I'm sorry. I agree, some of them are really stupid.
Jeez, dude.
She's not wrong though. That leaves Ace and Eden as our possible killers. I don't want it to be Eden, please! Let it be Ace. Because I thought Nico was so cool and I want to imitate him by doing a murder of my own. If Ari... As if I would ever do that.
No way!
I'm not the killer either. you and Ace are the only two people who could have taken the tape that was used in Ari's murder. But I wouldn't have.
Don't say that.
Hang on, Eden isn't the killer. Don't accuse her. Oh man, who stop? Not this exactly. Not this again. Exactly, not this again. I don't like this because who has consistently defended bad people? She defended Min. She defended David. She defended Nico. No, don't defend Eden. Because if you do, then she's gonna be suspicious.
Oh, great.
You can't keep blindly defending the people you hope to be innocent if you don't have evidence, who? I do have evidence. Why are you writing me off? All because you have been inconsistent this whole time? Irrational? Yelling and screaming that people are innocent? Rule 10. The body discovery announcement will play when 3 or more people who did not witness the murder discover the body. This rule specifically mentions that the body must have been seen by 3 people who did not witness the murder. In other words, 3 innocent people. If I remember correctly, the body discovery announcement was set up by Terko, Wheat, and Eden. That's true! So it is Ace!
Oh.
That's right, yeah, I did discover the body. Well then, I suppose you have a point. Because Eden was one of the 3 who triggered the announcement, she must not have witnessed the murder. True.
I see.
So that is... So he's Ace. You know what? I like Ace, but I think he can go. I like Ace, but I think Ace, this is your time to exit the state. Oh wait, so I'm the murderer now? You all are moving way too fucking fast. Hang on. It's better to have to come to Ace's defense of all people, but no matter. What do you have to say? Terko, Eden, Wit. Did you all discover Aray's body at the same time? Where are you getting at? Answer the damn question. Did or did you not all happen upon the corpse simultaneously? Describe in detail what happened when you 3 set off the body discovery announcement. I think I read something wrong.
Well...
And took us to the 2nd floor. Yes. Terka specifically says she wanted to form a party of 3 in order to trigger the body discovery announcement. We searched through every room together when we went into the playground last. We all saw his body simultaneously. Immediately afterwards, the announcement played. So yeah, we did all see the body at the same time. Why? Oh my. Stop. You're not gonna tell me that David went already in and saw her dead? So that means that So that means that one person saw it, so I just need 2 more? David, I swear to God. I swear to God. Don't you dare. Why is it an issue? Don't you dare.
Because I'm
No!
the first person to see the body.
What does that mean?
Exactly what I said.
No!
I saw Are's body first.
Which means that it could still be
We've
one of them.
confirmed that I'm not the culprit. So, since I was the first person to see the body, then only 2 more innocent people would have had to see it to set up the body discovery
Why would you kill
announcement.
Ray though? She has no reason what they made up. So Aiden wouldn't have to kill Ray. It has to be Ace. I'm losing my mind. No. Oh, that's
Everyone's making the assumption that the 3 people who triggered the announcement were Terko, Wit, and Eden.
It was David and 2 of you.
But there's also the possibility that it was me, Terko, and Wit. Because those 3 all saw the body at the same time, they cannot determine that each person individually isn't the culprit. Only that their group holds at least 1 innocent person.
At least 2.
In other words, this does not prove Eden's innocence.
At least 2 innocent people. I think that was an error there.
What? David, I'm really sorry, but
Why the fuck
really
you
expect
lie?
everyone to believe such an obvious lie.
He's lying? Really? Why are you even considering it at all? His story doesn't make any sense. Ari died really recently, and David has an alibi from before her time of death up until the motive reveal.
That doesn't
So
prove
the only time
anything.
David could have seen the body before Terko, Wit, and Eden did is in that really short time span where we all are looking for Ari. For Devi's story to make sense, he would have to seen Ray's body and then have done nothing about it. The whole time, he just conveniently avoided Turco, Wit, and Eden on the same floor. It doesn't bring David any benefit to do something like that, and it's just a bother to instead.
There's no way David would have done something that weird, so he's lying.
You don't know David.
Yep, that's exactly what I did.
Huh?
Yeah?
When we split up to search for RA, I was alone. That means that
Yep.
no one can verify my actions at the time.
Ah!
On the other hand, no one can verify that I didn't do what Nico just described.
Why are you like this?
David, you're so full of shit.
He's still trying to get
That's
people...
Such an obvious lie.
But is it though?
You could have mentioned that you saw the body first way earlier in the trial, but you only mentioned this now because you...
Hello everybody, we had a big break of a couple of days where I wasn't able to record, but we have returned. I'm probably going to cut this into 2 episodes, now that I think about it, because the first one was already 50 minutes long, and there's still at least 10 more minutes of this, so we're probably gonna cut it out at some point from the first part, then continue from that part to this one, and end this episode. Apparently, also, I just noticed this, apparently there's 16 episodes, not 15. I thought this was the second to last episode, but there's 15 and 16. So I guess there's still a lot to this case. Now, quick summary, for myself included. What we've discovered right now is that David did in fact discover the body first. He found RA dead first, which would explain why he went over to... Actually, no, that's a lie. I was going to say something else, but that's not the case. He did find the body first, which means that out of the people that triggered it, that being Turco, Wit, and Eden, it could also mean that Eden could be the killer, and that's why it triggered, because David had seen it, and Turco and Wit also saw it, and that's how it triggered. But it could also be Ace, who, because we've discovered that the method used to kill RA was the same method that Nico used to try and kill Ace. Now, it's been a few days since I came up to this point. Sadly, I wasn't able to record for reasons. But I've come to the realization, very saddened, that it's probably Eden. Because I feel like she had the best chance to see and understand what Nico did. I feel like Ace... But here's the thing. I'm conflicted. I'm going to continue the opposite episode, obviously. But I'm conflicted for 2 reasons. On one hand, I feel like in terms of how it played out, Eden has the advantage over Ace. Because she had the chance to actually observe the crime scene. She said in this trial here that she was so shocked when she saw Ace that she didn't have time to investigate and understand what's going on. And Turco was like, yeah, I know, I saw you weren't doing very well. But at the same time, Ace was like, actually no, let's get Eden out of the way. But at the same time, she could be lying, she could have just observed everything. And she could have just made this preparation for this scheme, for this murder case. But at the same time, I have no motive for Eden. I don't see why Eden would want to kill Ari, considering that they made up. Since they actually made up, Eden would have no reason to want Ari dead. At the same time, I don't see how Ace could have remembered and understood the way Nico tried to kill him. But I can definitely see the motive being that, people don't like me already. And if Nico, from the weakest members of the cast, wants me dead and almost kill me, I'm probably fucked if I stay here any longer. So I could see that being the motive that, okay, I'm going to die here if I stay any longer. One of you guys is going to kill me because you already tried to kill me. So I'm just going to, use the method Nico used to try and kill me, blame it on Nico, on someone else, and get out and kill you all guys because you hate me, so I don't care if you die. I feel like that's how... I feel like motive-wise, Ace has the biggest push, I guess. He has the head start. I feel like Ace's motive to as the killer makes the most sense. But at the same time, I don't see how he could have understood what was going on in the murder scene or the crime scene for him to actually understand the thing and replicate it. While Eden could replicate it, but I don't see the motive. So I want it to be Ace. But I'm afraid that it's gonna be Eden, so let's continue.
Spot just to fuck things
Now,
up.
as heads up, I did just come out of work. Like, I had work today, Saturday. It's actually the day that QQ comes out, in a few hours. And I did finish my shift a little bit, like an hour ago. I also ate just now, like lunch. So if I'm a bit more down, it's probably because, tired plus just ate. So, just a heads up.
How do you expect anyone to believe
Let's
you,
see where this
especially
goes.
after all the shit you've been pulling this entire trial?
Oh, you misunderstand my intentions. I'm not trying to make
I
you
don't know if
believe
I
me.
think that's up to where
I'm
I
not trying to
watched
make
last
any of
time.
you believe me.
Then why the hell are you doing this?
The only person who I need to believe me.
True. Because she's like the leader so far. Like, she doesn't want to associate with these people for like understandable reasons, but at the same time, she is the leading person in the class trials. And considering that she wants to stay here, there's all the more reason to trust her that she wouldn't kill someone, because there's like literally no reason for her to get out. So yeah, I can see like.
Okay, well, believe might be too strong of a word. You're right. My story sounds like a complete fucking lie. Teruko is the biggest skeptic out of all of us. If Che and Nico don't believe it, then there's no way she would. But what's definitely not a lie is the possibility that someone saw the body before Eden did.
That's true.
Most people don't have an alibi in the morning. Anyone could have somehow seen R.A.'s body before Teruko. As to why that person would withhold that information from the trial, it's anyone's guess. But it should be exceedingly clear by now that everyone's rationales are anything but straightforward, if the secret motives mean anything.
Alright.
It is
Okay, so
very
what he's saying is that, yes, what I'm getting to this is that David did lie about going there, which makes sense. Like, when did he do that? It makes sense that he would lie about this, but I can see why he lied. So that he would actually show this perspective into the trial, this idea. You know what, we haven't considered this. He just wanted to be extra about it. Here's the thing. I was calling him, and I think in some of the comments on the video, I think it came out like 2 days ago. I uploaded it, episode 28 or whatever, episode 11, I think it was. And I was like, in the comments, someone was saying that people like David. I don't know why. And I was like, you know what? A manipulative and apologetic asshole is a character that people tend to like. And so far, I am liking David, though I am disagreeing with my earlier statement. I don't think he counts as an unapologetic asshole, because while he does bad things, so far he tries, aside from the fact that he wanted like people to vote him as Ari's killer, he's trying to like kind of help in a way. I do think that what I may be too naive, but I am thinking that whatever he said about Xander is true, that he actually got influenced by Xander's presence, and I think that he got Teruko's secret instead, because we can't really know if the whole like, oh, your parents are dead and stuff is actually Teruko's, because the person that had Teruko's, I think, was Min, and she's dead, so you obviously can confirm that this is in fact Teruko's, and this one is Xander's, right? So I do believe that he has Teruko's secret. He understands that Xander did what he did trying to save everyone, and people are kind of vilifying him, making him like a villain for attacking Teruko. And he understands that Teruko here has the best chance to lead everyone here. That's why he's like, you know what? I saw the body. And then quickly, when people call him out on the bullshit, he's like, well, you know what? You're right. I didn't actually see the body, but someone could. That is a possibility. That Eden very well might not be innocent. So let's continue.
Well, that Eden setting off the body discovery announcement does not prove her innocence. Thus, we must continue to suspect
I
her
like
as a murderer.
that I know he was extra about it, but I can see why he did this.
You see, all I want is for Teruko to distrust others. That's why I'm doing this, telling such obvious lies. There is no other proof of Eden's innocence. As long as there's a possibility that the evidence is false, as long as there's even the slightest reason to distrust others, then Teruko cannot trust Eden. Isn't that right,
I think that's why. I think, again, I'm pausing too much, but I think that's what it is. I think he knows that Teruko is responsible for this. Maybe it's like she's the mastermind, he has clocked it. So he wants to fuck with her as much as possible. It's like, well, you're the boss behind this. Let's see how you fare in your own game. I think that's what he's doing there. And yeah, Teruko's not gonna believe Eden now.
It's in your nature to distrust people. Everyone you know has already betrayed you. There's no one in this world who won't hurt you. Even the people you love will turn their backs on you in the end. You know that well enough.
You know why this sucks? This sucks. I've paused like 5 times this 1 minute. But you know why this sucks? Because right now, what he's saying is very true. The only person that hasn't... Oops, my bad. The only person that hasn't betrayed Teruko's trust is Eden. The only person that has stayed by her side from start to finish is Eden. So realistically speaking, she's the only person that Teruko could potentially trust out of all of them. So he's really fucking with her now. And if she is the killer, then yeah, he's right. You can't trust anyone.
So distrust in others, because that's the only way you know how to live.
Come on, Teruko, don't bite the bait. Eden, this conversation mostly concerns you, but you've been silent this whole time. What do you have to say for yourself? That
can't be
There's no way that I could be the killer. As we have reason to doubt that triggering the discovery announcement exonerates you, can you provide any other evidence to prove that you couldn't have killed Ari? Whoa, hang on! We don't have to jump to accuse Eden so fast. There has to be some proof of her innocence, right? She has no motive. Then tell me, one concrete piece of evidence shows that she cannot be the Blackant. I can't think of anything. Sorry, looks like you're on your own, Eden. Well, we tried. Of course there's no proof of her innocence, because she probably did it. So don't point fingers at me. My throat's a bit sore, my apologies. I have been doing a lot of yelling and screaming lately these last few days. So, if it is a bit sore, that's why. Now think about it, Eden is in a good position to be Ari's killer after all. What? In a good position? What does that mean? Ari was lured out of her death with a note. From that, we decided that the killer must have been someone who overheard the conversation between Arturo, Eden, and Ari. However, we still have several unresolved issues. Who could they be that neither Arturo, Eden, or Ari noticed their presence, and why would they eavesdrop on that conversation at all? A simple explanation would simply be that the killer is... Okay, bro, I'm sorry. I know it's one person writing this, but a simpler explanation would simply... The simply wasn't needed there. There's no need for Eden to overhear a conversation she was a part of. Likewise, that note addressed to Ari would not have to be faked either. Eden simply wrote it herself. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I mean... If I wrote that note after all, then why would I help piece it back together so that everyone in the trial could read it? Oh, man. Because you could have taken the piece that said AM or PM. And then people would be like, well... If it wasn't really night... It couldn't have been her. Wait, no, I don't think she had a motive during the night either. But she could have taken the AM or PM part of the note. If they kill off Eden after making me like her this chapter, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry. I don't know. Actually, I'm not so sure about that. But the fact remains that it would still be very convenient for you to be Ari's killer. My bad. Why? Levi, why?
Now
because
that you mention it,
he said he doesn't care. Given my own involvement in this murder case, it would probably be inappropriate for me to add my own interpretation. But I'll say what I'm thinking anyway. What do you have to say? From personal experience, and from everything else that I've learned in this trial thus far, I know that Eden has been very closely involved with Ari. That certainly places more suspicions on Eden. But why though? After all, Ace has almost nothing to do with Ari. Exactly! Bitch. Shit, I can't even remember the last time I had a conversation with that blue-haired bitch. No. What? Eden, if you start screaming...
I'm... Ari's killer?
Can I predict Teriko sweeping in? Just like Eden backed her up in the first trial. Now Teriko backs her up in this. Please. Please. It can't be Eden. It has to be Ace. Please.
Eden?
If she starts screaming, I'm gonna be so sad.
This whole time
If she starts crashing out, I'm gonna be really sad.
Because Ari died. I wanted so badly for this all to be a dream. And for Ari to be alive and by my side. And now, you all think I killed her.
Maybe she had a
Why?
crush on her, you know.
I cared about her. Ari is...
Yeah, that like...
my friend.
I don't see the motive
Why
behind
would
this.
I kill her?
Eden, please.
We're
calm
accusing
down.
you of murder.
Why am I being accused of murdering Ari? I wanted to help her. I just wanted to be friends with her.
So far, she hasn't crashed out, so I'm happy about this.
Is it because you think I hated her? That's not true. I didn't hate her.
Eden.
It's enough.
Derrico, I didn't kill Ari. Do you believe me?
Listen.
What is happening? No, stop!
Do it.
Stop!
Please, believe me. This whole trial has been cruel to me. Help me, Derrico. I can't.
I like how she
stand
said
it.
Teriko there.
I just
Like she
wanted
was struggling
to
to talk.
help Ari. I
Oh.
didn't kill her.
Teriko, what?
You know I can't
Fucking
just take
damn
your
it,
words
Teriko!
at face
Jesus
value.
Christ!
Please, Derrico. You're my friend,
Okay.
aren't you? Friends, help each other. So please help me. I promise I didn't kill her. I'm innocent. Please trust me. Please.
Teriko, I swear. I swear. Please! No! Why are they making this so cinematic?
Eden.
Just
Eden,
punches her in the face like, Eden,
pick
I'm
up your
sorry,
head.
I have to do this.
Look at me.
No.
At this point in the trial, since I've narrowed Ari's killer down to just 2 suspects, I'm going to pursue each suspect individually under the assumption that they're the killer. That way, I can see if any evidence matches up to them only. In other words, I'm going to choose my primary suspect right now. Even if that preliminary guess is wrong, I can always go back and attack the other suspect.
Tag, what the fuck?
So for now, I'm going to assume you're innocent.
What? Really? Thank you so much, Derrico.
For now, though. That's what you said.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This isn't out of kindness or pity or anything else.
You owed her.
It's
You
only
owed her
because
at
you
least
helped me
this.
in the last trial. I'm repaying your favor and nothing else. That's why
I hate that they make this so cinematic. Why are they
Justice
doing this? No, because like I don't like that. I don't like the implications of this. No, I don't like this. I swear to God. I swear to God, if they kill Eden, stop. Okay, good. I don't like this. I don't like this. So then, Ace, you're my primary murder suspect. Let's chat. Are you kidding me? Guys? Guys? How long have we been recording? 80 minutes. I can make this into a 2-part. Maybe I just had to squeeze it into the first one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna squeeze this into the same video and just be one video. I can't do outros. I have to continue. See you in the next one.